Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. And welcome to another rendition of Old versus New. We all know about Hannibal Lecter and his history in movies. Great sucked, great sucked. But one film that gets overlooked at times is actually Lecter's very first appearance. This is the 1986 Michael Mann film Manhunter. And holy shit, that's not Hannibal Lecter! I thought he was a British guy with his hair slicked back. Not a British guy with his hair slicked back. Okay, there's some similarities. But that's just one of the many differences between two films based on the Thomas Harris novel, Manhunter and Red Dragon. Both are very different, but both are actually very good, too. They have their own unique style, their own way of telling a story, and their own way of showing what their characters are going through. But as always, which one holds up the strongest? Which one comes together the best? Which one toughens the nipples with delight? Well, we're gonna find out today. This is Old versus New, Manhunter versus Red Dragon. The only thing better than a hero is an anti-hero, the person who constantly walks the edge of good and evil, and these are two great nuts. That sounded bad. In the role of Will Graham, we got William Peterson in Manhunter and Edward Norton in Red Dragon. Both know how to keep your attention and how to up the intensity. They both do great work. But in terms of who's better, that's a tough argument. Let's look at Norton. Norton is a very no-nonsense kind of cop. He's straightforward, hardworking, and doesn't take any bullshit. Even from one of cinema's most famous killers.
I may keep them and I might consider it.
No.
Do you dream much, Will?
Goodbye, Dr. Lecter.
You haven't threatened to take away my books yet.
He has a gift for sensing what a sick mind is thinking, which he sees much more as a curse rather than a blessing. But where in Red Dragon, he's a healthy guy with a dark edge. Peterson portrays him more as a sick mind that just barely made it over to the good side. And even then, is constantly tightroping it. He doesn't seem like a well person, and deep inside he knows he could just as easily become one of those psychos he's brought in. Now don't get me wrong, they addressed this in Red Dragon too, but Norton still seems relatively in control. There's never a sense that he could just snap at any second. Take for example when he's trying to get into the criminal's mind. With Norton, it's very much along the lines of having an epiphany.
You took your gloves off, you touched her with your bare hand, and then you wiped her down. But when the gloves were off, did you open her eyes?
With Peterson, you get the feeling he's literally diving into the killer's psyche. Almost like he's sickly enjoying it.
You took off your gloves to touch her, didn't you? Didn't you, you son of a bitch? You touched her with your bare hands, and then you put your gloves back on. But while your gloves were off, did you open all